What is up, people? Today I am riding the REV1 HT from Ride 1UP. I'm on my way to the park to check it out, and while we're already here on the road, let's do a speed test on this thing. Right now we're doing 33.5 miles an hour. 34, come on, is it gonna go 35? 34.6, 35 miles an hour. So this is the REV1 HT from Ride 1UP. HT for hardtail. There's actually a full suspension version of this e-bike, which is the REV1 FS. The full suspension version has better battery, better forks. Of course, there's a rear suspension on it because it's full suspension. There's front and rear turn signal indicators, but this one can do the justice just fine. And this e-bike right here is actually very comparable with my C3 Strom Astro Pro and maybe some of the Super 73 e-bikes. But this one is pretty much, no doubt, a C3 Strom Astro Pro killer and maybe Super 73 killer. So the ride distance from the house all the way down here is actually 4 miles, and as you guys saw, I sent it full speed, 35 miles an hour maximum speed. But if you buy this is actually limited to 20 miles an hour. You can contact Ride 1UP and they will give you instructions to actually unlock this. So I said that this is a C3 Strom Astro Pro killer because personally I really like how it looks. You know, look at that cafe style slash scrambler style looking e-bike. It's only 1,900 bucks. Customer service is good. You don't need an application to actually unlock it. I mean, just look at it. So that $1,900 can actually go lower if you use my affiliate link down in the description. So let's check out the battery real quick. So this one right here is 52 volt, 15 amp, 980 watt hours. So let's actually slide that back in there. So to slide the battery in, it's pretty easy. Slide it in there just like that. There we go. Of course, you're gonna need to use your key to actually unlock it. There's an on and off switch right here, and you can charge it right here. All right, so let's check out the frame design real quick. As you guys can see, the battery's up here and it's caged up with these two tubes right here. So if you crash, your battery is gonna be safe. Down here, there's a little shroud that covers the controller and all the wirings. And look at that, look how they made this thing look. It looks badass. Over here, we got this little cover, grill, whatever that is. I can probably make this like a little compartment right here. And there's no derailleur. You guys know me, every time I review an e-bike, I always complain about the cheap derailleur that you probably don't need. This e-bike is probably not meant for pedaling because, you know, there's no derailleur, but I'm really digging it because there's like a little chain tensioner right here. So if I'm riding off-road, it's not making a lot of noise. I really like that. Thank God that finally somebody actually was able to think about this and, you know, put thought about, you know, riding off-road, because every time I ride off-road, there's like a little cheap Shimano turny derailleur over here. The chain is bouncing all over the place and it's not good. It's very annoying. So I really like that. I think that's one of the best things that I actually like about this e-bike. So this is a smart decision right here from Ride 1UP, removing the derailleur and replacing it with a chain tensioner, single speed. And another smart decision is right here, smaller chain ring and a shorter crankset. It is way easier to pedal a moped style e-bike with a shorter crank. I don't know if you guys realize that, but try it. If you got a moped style e-bike with a super long crankset, replace it with a shorter crank, it's gonna be way better. The ride quality just changed like instantly because there's no noise. Nothing's bouncing all over the place. Speaking of noise, this motor can actually get pretty loud, but that's kind of normal. If you're pushing a 750 watt motor up to 35 miles an hour, it's gonna be screaming. So it's a hardtail e-bike, right? That's why they installed this nice, very heavily padded seat right here. It's kind of narrow, but trust me, it's comfortable. Pair it with the perfect tire pressure. I normally do like 14 to 15 PSI front and back. It rides like a full suspension. So this is the top view of the e-bike, and let's go check out the cockpit. So over here, we got a nice lock-on grips. It's very grippy. You know, they call it grips because it's very grippy. We got like a, what, half throttle twist right here, and M, plus, minus, and power button. The M is kind of like when you press it once, there's like a little USB logo popping up over there. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to read the manual. But if you hold the M button, you can actually do the programming. Plus and minus, of course, you know, that's for your pedal assist. If you hold the minus button, it's gonna do the walk. Come on, walk, there it is. Oh, hold on, too much power. And the power button, if you press it once, you can actually turn on the headlights. You guys can see the headlight logo right there. And it's already on off-road mode. That's why I was actually hitting 35 miles an hour earlier. So right here, it's a high beam, low beam, and the horn. On the front, it looks badass. It looks just like a motorcycle. Look at this headlight. This headlight right here looks way better than my Indian Scout Bobber stock headlight. And you know, I like motorcycles, and this thing looks just like a motorcycle. So this is actually perfect for my taste. So let's check out the brake lever right here. This is a moped style brake lever, and the brakes are actually quad piston. Check it out, front and rear. Yeah, on this one, you actually need a quad piston brakes because this thing can go. On the wheels, we got 20x4 Kenda all-terrain fat tires, and it's mag style. I really like that. It's grippy. I love it. So on the forks, we only got one adjustment right here. This little preload knob doesn't work. So yeah, the Rev1 full suspension version has a better fork, but I'm still breaking it in. I might upgrade it, but so far, it's all right. So we have a taillight, and I don't know if the camera is actually doing justice on that because this thing is very bright. It has a brake light too, so if I squeeze the brake light is gonna come on. And right now, even though it's daylight, looking at it, it's actually hurting my eyes because it's just too bright. It's pretty good. The fenders are hard aluminum. It's nice, but I wish they were plastic because sometimes these knobby tires will grab something like this and it will go underneath the fender. It'll slide all over the place and it will make a noise like this. So I think that's the only thing I don't like about this e-bike. That's personal preference. And the next thing I don't like about this e-bike is this headlight. Yeah, it's nice, but when you turn it, it don't go with the turn, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of look weird. I mean, look at that. It's weird, you know? I might find a way to actually install it on the handlebars or maybe right here, but for me, it's I don't know, it's kind of weird, but overall, it's a badass looking bike. Okay, so I unplugged my lapel mic and we're gonna do a sound check. That thing is screaming. That thing is screaming. But again, it's kind of normal for a 750 watt motor. You know, you're pushing it all the way up to 30 miles, 35 miles. Yeah, it's gonna scream. So you know what? Enough talk. Let's take it for a ride. All right, let's get out of the woods. You guys already know the top speed of this e-bike because we already did it earlier. Let's do a brake check real quick. All right, I'm gonna go top speed. All right, let's say maybe 25 miles an hour. Right there, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, I'm trying not to skid my tires. All right, let's do it again. This time, 30 miles an hour. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there goes my tires. Ooh, very, very powerful quad piston brakes. All right, let's pass this e-biker real quick and let's go back into the woods. Oh, that's not an e-bike, that's a regular bike. All right, so anyway, as you guys can hear right now, the motor is screaming. So I am 150 pounds with my gear right now, my cameras, my water bottle. I'm probably about 155, 157 pounds. So far, so good. And the handling, look how I turn right here. Look how sharp this bike can turn without problems, without the dead wobble and everything. All right, let's go back to the woods and let's send it. I'm gonna make sure my GoPro chest mount is tight because look at that turn right there. Anyway, I need to make sure my GoPro strap is tight because it's gonna be bouncy. All right, let's go. All right. It handles so well. Got good torque. There's plenty of pine needles here. So I'm still gonna hit the brakes every once in a while. Plus, you know, we got hikers here. So if it's pretty blind, I have to slow down. Ooh, boy, this thing is a blast. We're gonna go into some hills later, see how we can climb. And after this little stretch right here, we'll do a pedal assist. We'll do a pedal assist test. But man, look at this. Look how much fun I'm having right now riding this e-bike. Woo! Right now the fork is really not working. Hold on. The fork is pretty stiff. Yeah, this thing is pretty damn stiff. Whoa, a little bit of wheelie right there. All right. You know what, let's do the pedal assist real quick. So pedal assist 0, of course, you're just gonna be pedaling on your own. There's no power, it's just you. So again, this bike is unlocked already, so the pedal assist 1 to 5 can be a little faster than a normal e-bike. So right now I'm pedaling all right. It's a pretty heavy bike, but the short cranks are actually, you know, helping me to pedal a little bit more efficient. So let's do pedal assist 1. All right. Pedal assist 1, I'm doing about, I am barely pedaling. I'm pretty much just, you know, spinning the cranks. I'm doing about 10 miles an hour, 11. Yep, 11 miles an hour. Let's do pedal assist 2. Pedal assist 2 in the woods, off-road. I can't even keep up no more in the pedaling. 18 miles an hour, pedal assist 3. That's it, pedal assist 3, I can't keep up no more. About 24 miles an hour. All right, that's it, that's all I can do. So I'm not gonna do pedal assist 4 and 5. Let's just send it full throttle. There's a little bit of hills over there. Let's try it out real quick. And let's do another brake check. Off-road, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. Very nice brakes. Sheesh. Sheesh. All right. The trail's actually pretty packed today because it's been raining for the last couple of days. Oh my, this thing is just fun, man. Whew. All right, so we are in a little bit of incline. This is probably, what, 15–20% grade? And it's no problem. Let's do it again because I wasn't like fully using the throttle. I was just like slowing down. Let's do it again. Man, I love the way this thing turned, man. It's like a little dirt bike. All right, going downhill. All right, do I trust these brakes? Let's see. I guess I do trust it. All right, now full throttle going on uphill, a little bit of incline. No problem, dude. No problem. Still doing like 18 miles an hour on a climb. It's just the way it handles, you know? Look at that. Woo. Maintaining 30 miles an hour while I'm playing around. That's awesome. All right. Woo! And it's very nimble too. Thank you, sir. All right, so let's talk about the bikes that are actually comparable with this e-bike, in my opinion. So Super 73 S2, that thing is $3,200, probably more. And I think it's, again, it's comparable. The C3 Strawmaster Pro, the price is kind of close, but again, in my opinion, it's no way near the performance of this. The looks, the handling, you don't need an application to unlock the bike. And the Super 73 ZX, I think that's like $2,500. And it's pretty much, I think the Rev one's actually better than the ZX. That's just my opinion. Look it up. This bike right here is cheaper, looks better, it rides better, and it's just an absolute badass. Whew. I gotta slow down. I need to figure out a way to mount this headlight on the forks or right here below my handlebars. It's just, again, it's kind of, I know, it's kind of weird. I'm turning to the left and the headlight is still, you know, going straight, turning to the right, still doing the same thing. So yeah, that's just me personally, I don't like it. And right now the forks are actually beating me up. I feel like the rear has more cushion than the front end because the fork is kind of like, it is kind of stiff. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. Ride 1UP reached out to me if I want to try this e-bike. Of course I want to try this e-bike. You know what I'm saying? I know their bikes are fun, and sure enough, this one is probably the best e-bike that I ever used so far in my life. All right, single track action. I'm gonna slow down here a little bit because it's kind of tight. Single track. Oh man. Woo, pine cones. I'm going way too fast. Having too much fun. You know what? Right now I want to see how the full suspension version works. Hopefully Ride 1UP reach out to me again and say, hey, you want to test out our full suspension, because this one is kind of stiff for my taste. The front suspension is already loose all the way down, and it's barely moving. Maybe I'm just too light. You know, I'm lightweight. I'm 150 pounds, so that's probably why. But you know, that full suspension version they got, they actually has air forks, dual crown, and it has a real bike suspension. It's a D&M rear suspension. I'm gonna put the link down in the description so that way you guys can check it out. So the hardtail version, this one I'm riding right now. Whoa, I almost got a little bit of air right there. Hardtail version doesn't have turn signal indicators, but you can actually install them. I think you can buy it from Ride 1UP, or you can go to Amazon and get one. It's pretty cheap because, you know, my motorcycles, I can get like turn signal indicators front and rear for like less than 50 bucks, and there you go. You got you a nice turn signal indicators. You're just gonna have to wire it up yourself. And yeah, I think that's the only thing that this bike is missing right now are the turn signal indicators. So far, the power is just, the power on this e-bike is crazy. Like, I have been full throttling this thing and it would not stop. It just want to go. And I've been riding this morning too, because I have to shoot some 360 videos. And right now I think I already got like 15 miles on this e-bike. So far so good. Normally when an e-bike battery drains down, it will actually slow down, you know, but this one so far is holding up. And I'm pretty sure you can actually upgrade the battery on this one, because this is a universal style battery. So I'm pretty sure you can, you know, buy a different battery, a bigger battery. And I know that Ride 1UP actually selling one for this specific bike as an upgrade. Coolest thing is, since it has a long seat, you can actually have passengers. You know, I've been riding with my kids here on this e-bike. I put like a little pad right here for my son. He's 4 years old, so I put a little pad, and he put his feet on top of the forks, and my daughter can actually sit behind me because, again, I can just scooch forward. Here we go, my son, my daughter at the back. I'm the driver, but of course I have to slow down because I got the kids with me. But hey, 3 people on this bike, it handles pretty good. You know what? I know this video is supposed to be a review video, but riding this thing is just, I can't say, you know, I can't say anything now. I'm just, it's so much fun. What else can I say? It's like my brain is blank right now. Oh man, this is so much fun. Rev 1 from Ride 1UP. Again, check it out in the description. And I think I'm gonna have to head back to the spot, finish this video, because I don't know, I can't say anything anymore. I just want to ride. I just want to rev it up. Let's do it. What a ride, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bumpy. Maybe I'm just sending it too hard, or maybe the suspension is still breaking in, or maybe I'm just too light. But if you want a smooth riding Rev 1, definitely get the full suspension version. I know it's a little bit more money, but it's a better e-bike overall. This one is perfect if you're just gonna be doing occasional, you know, off-road riding. But if you're gonna be riding this in the city, going to work, going to school, this one is perfect. Imagine you pull up at work riding this e-bike. You're gonna be the coolest kid in town. Again, my affiliate link is down in the description. Check it out if you want to save some money if you're actually trying to buy this e-bike. Overall, for me, I give this about 9.5. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good e-bike. I like it, and it's cheaply upgradable. Yep, you can upgrade this e-bike. You know, any e-bike can be upgraded. But yeah, it's time to head home because it's lunchtime. I guess that's about it. The good thing is I still got to ride back home. So that's the only thing I want to do today. Just keep riding this thing until the battery goes away. But you know what? Let's actually check how many battery juice we got left over here. So right now I still got 4 bars of juice, so that's gonna be plenty enough for me to actually get home. All right, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep pedaling, ride safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
2 bars left, still going full speed. Would you look